Do you think you're going to knock him out?
Yeah, 100%. I see holes in his game of where I can land a big shot.
Okay.
100%. It's going to be a very, 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 very tough fight.
Do you think this is your hardest opponent?
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I'm just outgunned in every category.
Logan, what do you think about him fighting Anthony Joshua?
I think it's insane.
Yeah.
I think it's insane. But there's a reason why he's Jake Paul, and like this is
What he does.
Yeah. Like.
The whole world is going to watch this. I respect him for the bravery he's going to show stepping in with Anthony Joshua, because you just think, after looking at fights against Ngannou and I was watching his Pulev fight the other night, thinking, why would you do that? So I've got to commend and respect Jake Paul for that. For AJ, this isn't about Jake Paul, this is about AJ. It's about AJ's mentality when he walks in. It's about his hunger when he walks in. It's about his professionalism when he walks in. So we're all going to be watching AJ, not Jake Paul. And that's where the criticism is going to be, because Jake Paul could get in the ring, fall over, bang his head and knock himself out. Fight's over. Whereas AJ, even if he gives Jake Paul 30 seconds success, he's going to get criticised.
I don't think the money's a factor in it. Not for him. I think he's got enough money where he's going for the glory. He believes he's got what it takes to win. Maybe there's stuff behind the scenes. Maybe he's significantly better than he's had to show. Maybe we're judging him on how many years ago? Was it 3 years for the Tommy Fury fight? Yeah. A lot can happen in 3 years. Maybe he's significantly better than everyone gives him credit.
I don't think Jake Paul's a YouTuber. I think he's a boxer. He's a domestic level fighter.
He's going to get knocked out by AJ though, isn't he?
If he makes that walk, gotta give him his respect with that. It's very dangerous, you know. It seems like Netflix are all over him. It's a dangerous sport, and you can't overlook that. And Joshua's a big boy and a powerhouse. I've sat ringside and watched Joshua. That's a heavy punching man, and he's you think he's a happy and he's a good kid, but he has an anger in him. He has a darkness in him, does Anthony Joshua. And I don't think a lot of people suss that. So, the fight shouldn't go ahead. In my opinion, the fight shouldn't go ahead. However, if he does it, I'll give him his respect for that.
There was no, exhibition. This is a straight fight. 10-ounce gloves, 8 rounds. And they're going to go in at it with each other. So there's no namby-pamby in with pillars, and they're going for it. If that's the case, common sense says that Jake Paul gets knocked out in a couple of rounds. But you never know. You just don't know. He seems to pull something out of the hat every time. But it's very strange how he's gone from a very small opponent to one of the best heavyweights on the planet. Very strange.
As we get on the plane next week on Tuesday, we're going to stop at New York first for the small matter of the Shakur Stevenson against Teofimo Lopez press conference, which is on January the 31st. And then next weekend, just a massive card in Stockton, California. Diego Pacheco against Kevin Saggio, 51-0 between them. Gabriel Flores against Joe Cordina, which is basically a final eliminator for Abdullah Mason. Sky Nicholson in a really tough fight. Tito Mercado back in a really tough fight as well. Arturo Cardenas in a war as well. And on Wednesday night, we're actually at the O2 Arena for Vizioli against Howarth. So many great fights on the undercard as well. Hedges against Zorro, so much of our great young talent. And then, of course, on the Friday night in Miami, the very small matter of Anthony Joshua dissecting and breaking to pieces Jake Paul in Miami. The following night, we make our debut in Africa, in Ghana, for an unbelievable fight card. Of course, Aziz against Craig Richards, December 20th. December 27th, it's the Night of the Samurai in Japan. What a card that is, with Naira Inoue headlining the way. And then we go into January. January the 10th, Dalton Smith will challenge for the World Championship against Matthias in New York.
Got the green light.
Yes, it will be, unfortunately or unfortunately. January 24th, one of the top fights in the lightweight division in Las Vegas, as Andy Cruz goes for the World Championship against Raymond Murataya. And January 31st, what a night live on DAZN. From the UK, we have Josh Kelly challenging Mutsulayev for the 154-pound World Championship. And on the same night, Teofimo Lopez against Shakur Stevenson in New York for the World Championship. And then the week after that, it looks like we're going to be in Mexico before we head for a big February. February the 21st, we've got Wood Warrington, which is going to be completely sold out in Nottingham. Maybe a little Ryan Garcia fight people are talking around about in February. And then February 28th, one of the top fights in boxing. 2 Mexican kings, Nunes against Navarrete, the big unification in Phoenix, Arizona. There's so much more to tell you. And as for March, well, that's still to come. We are on another level. DAZN are on another level. The global home of boxing 2026. Here we go. Christmas is coming, but first, we've got Stockton next week. Take care.
Mic drop.
I get so many people can't speak. Yeah, but it's obviously scripted, isn't it? I'm like, no. One, that's illegal. I mean, this is a professional contest. Two, we would never sign up to anything that's going to make AJ look bad or devalue him, lose rounds, go loads of rounds.
Do you think there's any world in which AJ pulls back, though?
No, absolutely. He couldn't do that as a fighter. He would be incapable of going in there and holding back. I mean, I think the only thing that's a bit harsh is if Anthony Joshua doesn't knock him out in the first round, he should be ashamed of himself. Like, Brian, give us 2, or 3. Because if Jake does move, he can look after himself. It's not like he's just going to get one shot round the arm and go on the floor. He's a tough guy.
Some people complaining about AJ taking that fight. Obviously, it's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Do you see something wrong with AJ taking that fight?
This is just a lot of money. It's just a show.
Right.
This is not interesting sport because, guys, brothers, Anthony, it's Olympic champion.
Right.
Jake, it's just sportsman. Yeah, YouTuber. Jake do a lot of work.
Right.
Special coach, special food, a lot of exercise new.
Yes.
But this is guy don't have a mother fights.
Right.
Never
Right.
a mother fights. Maybe them wrestling now professional, but Joshua, Anthony Joshua, it's Olympic champion.
So how long does that fight last?
Listen, my opinion, it's 1 round because Anthony twice. My fight twice. Jab.
Very hard.
Yeah, look. You know, this is.
And still from his fight.
This jab.
Yeah.
Big news also this past week, AJ versus Jake. I mean, everyone's been calling for Jake to fight a real fighter. What do you think?
And Jake gonna fight a real fighter, and if the real fighter fights like a real fighter, then Jake gonna take a real nap. AJ, he showed you with Ngannou. He ain't one of these guys that just can go pick out streets and say, oh, I'm gonna fight AJ. No. AJ is an Olympian. AJ is a former world champion. AJ is not 2-time world champion. AJ is nothing to play with. So when you go in there with AJ, have your mind right, cause if you can't take it, he gonna find out.
Were you surprised when you heard about that?
No, I was not.
So you think he's going to knock him out, though, AJ?
He's going to definitely knock him out. Because, I mean, don't get it wrong. Jake's smart, and Jake does have the power if he can catch him first. He knows if he can catch AJ first, he can get AJ out. But he don't catch AJ first. Just like Ngannou couldn't catch him first. AJ been boxing a long time. AJ better than they give him credit for.
I feel like the boxing world has been waiting for see somebody put Jake down. It's going to happen. Even though Jake Paul has actually brought eyes to the sport of boxing that really elevated it.
For sure. The only chance Jake Paul has is a puncher's chance. AJ is an international superstar. That's how you go out on your shield.
Impossible is nothing.
I agree.
It ain't the first time we've seen boxers not take someone seriously and then go out there and get embarrassed. Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis.
Hassan Rahman obliterates Jake Paul. Buster Douglas obliterates Jake Paul.
Hey, we're not talking about that.
Ngannou obliterates Jake. Triangle theory doesn't work in fighting.
I understand it, but for what Jake Paul has done, I got to give the props to him. And even
what he's done for other people as well. You know, he got MVP promotions, prospects, getting more eyes on them as well.
David, do you think people are underestimating how dangerous this fight is?
My initial thoughts was this is craziness, this is madness, you know, Jake Paul's going to get hurt. As time's gone by, I'm starting thinking, okay, now that initial shock is gone and the fight is taking place, if I'm Jake Paul, why am I taking the fight? What's the point of me putting myself in such harm's way? If Anthony Joshua's ever going to fight terribly, it's going to be against someone he completely overlooks, someone he doesn't believe deserves to be in the ring with him. All it takes is one shot, and I think Jake Paul and his team believe what they've got is enough to somehow pull off one of the biggest upsets in the history of boxing.
Obviously, Jake is now fighting Anthony Joshua. Just your initial reaction.
Complete respect. Huge respect to Jake Paul. I have nothing bad to say about Jake. Everything I was going to say, I can no longer say. So fair play to him. He's a brave man. He believes in himself. And I wish him and AJ a fantastic fight. And I hope they both come out without injury and without any problems and without any health issues.
Jake Paul's trying to fight Anthony Joshua now. How do you think that's going to go?
Man, Anthony Joshua, I don't know why I think Anthony Joshua would knock him out. No disrespect to Jake Paul. I think Anthony Joshua would knock him out. I'm saying like within like 2-3 rounds.
Yeah.
You saw what Anthony Joshua did to Francis Ngannou?
Yeah.
Come on. I've never seen Francis get knocked out.
Yeah, that was huge too.
Yeah,
I mean, they're both huge.
Yeah, he's huge. But You got to hear the story. You got to get Francis Ngannou in here and hear this story though.
I'd love to,
bro. He was set up though, for real.
On that fight?
Yeah, I believe him because here's what they do. Like what sometimes what people don't understand. Like in boxing too, I don't know a whole lot about boxing. You know, when you fight for promotion, they promote that fighter. So he's fighting in Saudi Arabia. So they was probably fighting at 3 a.m. and they had him in the locker room since like 12 o'clock. You don't do that to